Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, and this Leo in the third house, back with another reading. This gonna be another pick a card reading. Gonna be asking the question: who is intentionally trying to block your blessings? So I'll be watching Reading My Rights when she be doing readings, and so she did this reading recently with what blessings or maybe what unexpected blessings are coming or something like that, right? So it made me think, well, who's trying to block those blessings? Because there's always a hater or two that be around trying to, you know what I mean? Trying to stop you from getting what's yours. And they can only delay it. They can't stop it because what's meant for you is meant for you. So there's pretty much nothing they can do. But, they can delay it, slow it down. So who are these people who are intentionally trying to slow you down and block those blessings? That's all I wanted to know. So we got 4 piles here. As always, thanks to the people who be liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, getting involved. Just thank you. Glad that you're here with me on this journey. So I ain't gonna do too much talking. I just want to get started. So we got pile 1. This is oh, I don't know. I think this is blue. I think this is blue calcite. This is green aventurine. I know that. I think this is the blue calcite, but I felt like I said this before. Okay, so blue calcite, red jasper, green aventurine, and dragon bloodstone. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna get started over here with pile 1. Boom. So pile 1. Who is intentionally trying to stop your blessings or block your blessings? Oh, okay, of course. That would make sense. Someone going through a hard time. Someone you might have left a home with. You maybe lived with them at one time. This is a person that was meant to be in your life. So this could be like a child's mother, a child's father, maybe a mom, maybe a sister, a cousin. This is someone who's meant to be in your life. They're not wanting the ending to come. They're trying to keep you guys from ending. They're trying to keep you in your head. They want you to reflect back on the past lessons that you learned. They're trying to get you to be stuck in your head and kind of like stagnant. The blessings they're trying to stop you from is, wait, let me just, before we get there, because it's like a whole lot. So let's just go to who the people could be, or who the person could be. Could be a Scorpio. Could be a Virgo. Could be a Libra, Taurus. Could be a Aries. Could be a Sagittarius. Could be a Cancer. Okay. Now, this could have been someone you once lived with. This is someone who's meant to be in your life. This is a person who did not want to let go or does not want to let go. There's more to the story. There's more that you're meant to learn, because both of these cards right here, they indicate an adventure or indicate not leaving from a situation because there's more lessons to be learned. So there's an experience and an adventure to be learned. So there's more to be learned from this person. So maybe this is like a lifetime thing. Maybe this is your husband, your wife. You know what I mean? Maybe they're trying to stop you from whatever they're trying to stop you from is having brand new beginnings, new openings, tapping into your gifts, tapping into getting gifts, so you actually have some type of spiritual gift, or you have gifts coming in. But this is because we have what is this? The golden child. Inner child tenderness. So I'm feeling like more like they're trying to stop you from being free, lighthearted, because we got beloved here, and this one is about like options, love, being attractive. So they're trying to stop you from, these are the blessings you're supposed to be getting, and they're trying to stop you from getting love, other suitors, attraction. They're trying to stop you from actually being an inner child and being free, allowing yourself to explore new opportunities. With this wild card, and it says rewards, you get to decide. So you're having brand new beginnings. So I would hope that this isn't like your husband. Maybe it could be like an ex-husband or an ex-wife, but like, I don't know. Everybody has their own dynamics, but I would assume this is somebody who you used to live with, but they're just kind of still in your life, or maybe somebody who you was once with, and they're just kind of still in your life, just hanging around or whatnot. But they're trying to stop you from having a brand new beginning. They're trying to stop you from recognizing your values and the gifts that you possess. And other people are seeing you, other people are going to notice you, and they're trying to cut that out. They don't want that to happen. Now, this person is a person who's actually holding on to resentment. They're having big issues, overcoming obstacles. They're having trouble taking charge in their life. This could be someone who maybe had to leave or had to move out. Or maybe they're making you feel like they have to move out. They have strong family values. They are like I feel like they're like an anchor in your life of some sort. But this person is hoping for a win-win outcome. They're hoping for like both of you to get something out of it. And they're hoping that you're going to be genuine enough, and that they're able to play enough on your emotions to get what it is that they desire. Because they're trying to block your intuition, because here the advice says that little voice inside your head, listen to it, and then you have the death right next to it, which is them they're trying to like restart the pattern, restart the cycle all over again. They don't want this to end. And death in reverse can sometimes be about inertia, energy that's potential that hasn't moved or isn't going anywhere, and that's what they're attempting to do, especially with this Nine of Swords in reverse and this Hermit energy. You know what I mean? And maybe they even offer an apology, but they're really, because with the water over her, I'm looking at they're trying to really overwhelm you with feelings. So they might be trying to guilt trip you, make you feel some type of way. They're trying to get you to do like a deeper introspection. They want you to look at because karma in reverse means that you've learned the lessons. You've learned previous lessons. You've learned about third person parties. You've learned about being inauthentic. You've learned about being selfish. You've learned about not expressing yourself verbally. You've learned all those lessons. And with the Hermit going back towards it, they're trying to implore you, this person or these people are trying to get you to look back at this again so that you could be back in your head and start this whole process all over again. They want you to go back into that all over again, right? Because they see you having like a brand new beginning. You're basically walking through like a new journey, a new experience. And this person is just afraid to take control of their life. They're not able to overcome the obstacles that you once did or that you are currently overcoming. They have luck on their side, but they're still holding on to resentment. You know what I mean? They're holding on to a lot of resentment. And it's basically, maybe it could be competition, because I kind of feel like it could be competition with this Aries energy, and Aries is usually a competitor. So it could be like this level of competition where somebody's doing good already, but they're hating on you. They don't want you to win, you know what I mean? But this other person, because maybe it's two people, or it could be, I don't know. It's a bunch of people here. So if it's not just one person, it's a bunch of people, all right? Because it's like these people are winning, or this person is winning as well, having good things going on, but they secretly resent you because maybe the obstacles that they face don't seem as easy, or they don't handle them as easy as you do. You know what I mean? There's that energy too. But this person is also attractive. Could be a bigger person, like bigger body, because I see a lot of bigger bodies. This also could be a person who's maybe a loner, doesn't really go out too much, or doesn't really be around a lot of people. But this person feels like their life is a mess secretly. You know what I mean? They're trying to get back to their innocence, and that's what they're trying to keep you from. They're trying to keep you from staying in this childlike, innocent energy, this free-flowing, free-spirited type of energy, who's getting new beginnings and brand new options and brand new opportunities. They're trying to keep you from that. You know what I mean? They don't want you to have that because they feel like they have so much to do. So maybe they're overworked. They feel like their life is a mess, and what they're trying to do is get you to reassure them. They want you to stay so that you can nurture them, I guess, or so that you can make them feel better about their case or about their story, about their struggle. I'm not for sure. But this person is struggling with getting the things that they truly desire. So they're lucky, but they feel like they're struggling to get what it is that they truly desire. Maybe for you, they feel like it comes easily. You know what I mean? Because with this childlike energy and this doorway to portal, it says the wild card. A wild card is about things that are unexpected, things that change other people's lives, shake up other people's lives. So you could be into that energy of maybe shaking your life up, or shaking up your experiences, or shaking up other people's lives, and sharing gifts or something like that. It's something with your innocence, you're sharing gifts, childlike energy, being expressive, taking new opportunities, and not really caring for how life is going to play itself out. You just know that there's a brand new beginning for you. And these people just feel like, they're trying to find that same inner peace. They're trying to take lead of their life as well. They have luck, but they resent you for being able to take this journey on your own, or they resent you for being able to move forward in the way that you are, and showing your gifts, or showing your rare talents. And it doesn't have to necessarily be. We may not call it a gift. A rare gift could just be like, you're really nice with basketball, you're really good with doing hair, and you're on social media. Maybe you're really funny with TikTok videos, maybe you're really funny with Instagram. Maybe you do tarot, maybe you do music videos on YouTube, maybe where you do hair. Whatever it is, you're sharing a gift and talents, and it's actually opening you up and giving you rewards. And it's changing your landscape of your life. And they're not able to take charge of their life in that same way. So these people are trying to stop you. And the way they're doing it is trying to get you into your head. They're trying to confuse you. They want you to kind of go back over those lessons again. They want you to go back in it because they're going to imply that you haven't learned anything yet, or that you haven't really changed, that you're still the same person. That's their intent. They want you to kind of feel this feeling of like, maybe I haven't grown, maybe I haven't transformed, maybe I'm still that same Noonie, or maybe I'm still that same Becky, Tom, Gary, whatever your name may be. Maybe I'm still that that person and I haven't really grown, and maybe I haven't really got as much, experience, or maybe I'm not as attractive, or maybe I'm not coming into this person that I am that I thought I was, and that's what their intent is. They want you to inject self-doubt on you. Okay? So your advice is be playful, because this is sacral chakra here as well as heart chakra. So this is about sensuality. This is about getting the things that you desire. This is also through creativity. You know what I mean? This is being at home with yourself and accepting, allowing things to come to you. And you're in that receptive mode, reassuring yourself, And so what it says is your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Go within to find peace, and and your life will reflect that. So yeah, you just go within, and that's what they're trying to do. It's kind of like they're trying to do this for you, but at the same time, they want you to kind of repeat the same pattern. So they're giving you some good information, like go within, and look at these patterns, you know what I mean? But at the same time, they're really trying to put you in your head. They're not really doing it from a sincere place. They're trying to slow you down because they feel like they're having too much trouble overcoming their obstacles and taking their own lead in their life. And they're just jealous or upset that you're doing it. And so that's who these people are. Okay? So, Pile 1, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile 2. So, Pile 2, who's intentionally trying to block your blessings? Someone who's going through a hard time. They're going through a transformation. They're learning their own worth. This could be a Cancer, could be an Aquarius, could be a Leo, could be a Libra, Scorpio, could be a Sagittarius, could be a Leo again. Okay, so this is a crafty person, very sneaky. Could be very manipulative. They may text you things. They may love bomb you. The blessings they're trying to keep you from is boy, they're trying to stop you from getting in partnerships. You know what I mean? Because the first thing that came out was, I seen this with the 8 of Wands and the 7 of Swords, which is like love bombing to me. This is communicating in a sneaky way, in an analytical way, in a way that I know is going to play out more in my favor. And this is like a harmony. So this is like they're coming in the energy of being really peaceful, being very, very nurturing, very confident, because I'm seeing this strength here. You know what I mean? Having a lot of strength, or having a lot of humility, right? They're giving you an energy of being very humility. You know what I mean? Very, is it humility? Very humble. Give me an energy of like kind of being very humble, being very easygoing, and yet the way they're talking, or the way that they communicate with you, is in a sense that's trying to get the overall advantage. They're trying to be very analytical. But let's describe these people, okay? So you could be a Cancer, you could be an Aquarius, you could be a Leo, you could be a Sagittarius, or whatever. Or this could be the people, or you could be a Libra or Scorpio. This could be you, or it could be the people, right? But this person is a person who's they're basically after new opportunities, all right? They're going through a hard time. Their transformation is causing them a lot of issues and causing them a lot of stress. This is really a person who's a pleasure seeker, a person who gets a lot of attention. They're a person who could be a mother or a motherly-like figure. They could be a little rounded around the body. But this is a person who has trouble knowing their own worth, all right? They're very opinionated. They do come off as very friendly or tyrant. I mean, I said tyrant, so they might come off as a tyrant sometimes. But I meant to say tolerant, because I got this Leo energy with the 5th house as well, which is like an outgoing energy, so they're, poised. It gives me like that. I'm getting ready to start. She looks like a ballerina. So they could be like a dancer, an actor. They could be like an actor. They could be someone like that, a painter, an artist. But anyway, this person just they don't really know their value. They had insecurity issues, okay? Now this person is very friendly, they're very humanitarian, right? But they're going towards their goal, and they're having issues doing it because they're not quite sure of their own value. They don't know the gifts that they possess. So they're going through a transformation period, which is like I kind of feel like a trial by fire, which is like burning off the old edges of them, the old versions of them, and they're needing to let things flow, but they don't really know how. Now this is a person who can come off as kind of passive and not really expressing their emotions. They kind of let things run their course, where there's a time where things aren't going the right way. They just kind of like let things run their course. Now this could be someone you had an ending with. because you got conclusions are within reach. So this could be someone you had an ending with. All right, and maybe they were playing with your value, with your self-worth, or they were having issues with their self-worth. Either which way, you guys would have been mirroring each other if that was the case. Okay, and so there's this energy of them trying to stop you from getting partnerships with Juno. This is about like healthy partnerships. It can also represent, domestic violence and all that. But in this case, this would be your blessing, and your blessing would be a partnership where people understand your needs, your intimacy needs, and they are valued and cared for, where you're not into a physical or a sexual or emotional or a mental manipulative relationship. This is a relationship where you do not feel alone, you do not feel isolated, you feel there's a real connection. So they don't want you to get into connections with people who understand you or who get you. All right, they don't want you to be that. They want you to be left out in the cold, pretty much. They want you to feel isolated. They want you to feel like there's nobody for you. This person does not, or these people don't want you to feel like you have other opportunities coming in. They don't want you to think that there's a loving partnership that's for you. So this could be past lovers. These are people who don't know their worth, who don't know their own value, so they're struggling with self-worth issues, and they don't want you to find a happy, loving partner, maybe because you've done the work, you know what I mean? But these are people that maybe that probably have endings, either a person or people who have had endings and relationships, maybe even short-term flings, because we got the fifth house right next to conclusions are within reach, and this transformation. So maybe they're having trouble transforming casual dates into relationships, or they're having problem letting go of like casual flings, after they've fallen apart, because this has to do with knowing your worth. So this could be those type of people who don't let go of relationships after they've fallen apart. Instead, they kind of cry and, wait at the door and hoping something changes. But this is a person who's prepared for a brand new opportunity. They're just going through a hard time right now because they're transforming. All right. They're transforming who they once used to be. And this is, like I said, this is like that trial through fire. Recognizing what's causing you to actually like feel uncomfortable. But like I said, these people, they kind of like let things float under they let things kind of like slide. Things where they should have set a clear boundary. They don't. They just kind of like let things go by. And then they have a secret resentment for you. Maybe it's not for you, but maybe it's in general. But anyway, the advice says move the fuck on. It says you need food in your belly. Eat a fucking taco. All right, so this may be someone who cooks. They could be of Spanish descent, maybe, because I think of taco as maybe Spanish. So they could be of Spanish descent. There's a person who is spiritually inclined. So they do believe in a lot of spirituality. You know what I mean? They do come off as very harmonious, very relaxed, even a bit lucky. Sometimes maybe the way that you met them might have seemed a bit synchronistic. Maybe you've known them for a very long time, because the fate here is about life's goals, life's journeys. I kind of think of like North Node as being people that you were encountered to meet, like you were fated to meet these type of people, like, or this person, you were fated to meet these type of people, because at some point in our lives, we all struggle with knowing our self-worth or our value. So this could have been just people from the past who were like holding on to this, maybe you've had a good time with them, maybe you had short-term flings with them, maybe you guys used to create together, maybe you guys were in a band together, maybe you guys were, bowling or doing whatever, like having things, doing things together, learning together. And maybe you've actually excelled a little bit, or you moved on faster or something. But these people were poised to do the same thing you were doing. Maybe I feel like they're entertainers, or they're people who just get a lot of attention. They're very generous. They're very outgoing. They're very charismatic. They're very nurturing, very loving. Could be a bit round around the front, round the side. You know what I mean? Maybe thick, what we call thick. They're very confident. They have a lot of passion. They have a lot of desires. They're very intellectually stimulated. They're very outgoing. They're very talkative. They're very what's the word? Opinionated. They're very opinionated. Like, they're self-assured. There's more energy of them being very self-assured. But what they're trying to do is communicate in a way that's very crafty, that's going to play out in their favor. You know what I mean? Because you got Ace of Wands and Ace of Cups. So they're really trying to block you from getting brand new beginnings, brand new love. They want you to kind of like sit in this energy of unrequited or unreciprocated love and feelings. They want you to stay around people who don't genuinely love you. or don't really care for you, because that's how they are. Because that's where know your worth in reverse is. They're not knowing their worth. So they're staying in places where they aren't celebrated. They're just tolerated. And so they want you to do the same thing. They're trying to stop you from finding relationships where you don't feel isolated or alone, where there's real, genuine intimacy and people care about your needs. And this could also be friends. This doesn't have to necessarily be like intimate partnership. This could be like finding new friends who care about your needs and who don't make you feel isolated or like you're talking to a wall, or like what you're saying doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Because this could be also like misconstruing misconstruing your words. You know what I mean? So you know how like you tell people, like say you talk to a friend and you tell them like, hey, I've been working on my life. Now I don't have to do what I used to do. And they're like, what, you think you better because you don't have to do that no more? You know what I mean? It's something like that. It's something of that sense. You know what I mean? And so that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep you from finding more solid and peaceful foundations and relationships. They don't want you to build maybe even a community, because Aquarius is community. And here it even says community. So maybe you might be building a community and they don't want you to do that. But whatever this was, this is fated. This is fated to people that you met. This was part of the lesson, part of the soul's growth, part of the soul's journey. And they're just trying to keep you in that pattern, keep you in the cycle. They're basically just trying to like play with your mind. They're trying to confuse you. They're being very analytical, and I kind of even find the Seven of Swords with the Eight of Wands is kind of judgmental as well. You know what I mean? It's just in a form to try to manipulate your thinking process by communicating. So they're going to communicate real passionately, but it's in a way to deceive you, or in a way to make you get inside. It's not really get inside your head, but in a way to kind of like deceive you or to mislead you. You know what I mean? Give you like misleading information. So maybe when they give you tips, clues, on maybe relationships or like moving forward in life or your transformation, they may give you misinformation. They may not give you clear and sturdy details. You know what I mean? And it's all because they don't want you to have brand new relationships, either friendships or intimate partners. They don't want you to have them. They feel like that would they feel like there's not enough. You know what I mean? That there's not enough options, and that's why they're having this issue with staying in relationships or staying with friends or partnerships that they aren't being valued in, because they don't really understand their own worth, and they're hoping that you don't either. And they're just, it's not even intentional. It's from what I'm feeling like. It's not even intentional, because with this Leo energy and with this Temperance energy, I feel like they're trying to be genuine, but it's just like in their mind, they're thinking that they're doing the right thing by leading you astray, because they have this limiting belief, because knowing your worth is in reverse is a limiting belief. So they're just trying to like share these limiting beliefs with you to stop you. And it's not intentional. I don't feel like it's intentional. Maybe the Seven of Swords can be intentional. You know what I mean? It can be intentional. It's like I say some things to you, and then when I leave, you're still confused. You know what I mean? And so you're in the same boat that I am. Like, I'm confused about how to move forward or find the relationships or partnerships or friendships where people really value me. So I'm gonna give you information that I think is right, but it may be wrong. And when you leave, you're more confused than what it was when I came. You know what I mean? And so I could be that type of person, or that could be that type of person who's saying this to you. You know what I mean? Where they're giving you information, but it's not necessarily information that's gonna help you or move you forward. It's too overthought. You know what I mean? They've overthought it. Instead of allowing themselves to flow, they kind of like block themselves in. You know what I mean? They're looking at it from like a glass half empty, perspective. All right. Now, this could be people with children, because I just seen children. So this could be people with children. Could be your child. You know what I mean? But they don't really want you to have a relationship. That's really it. They just don't want you to have a healthy, loving relationships, partnerships, even friends, associates, even lovers. They don't want you to have that. They want you to stay isolated and like, in the same rut that they were. And this is who these people are. So let's go over the signs one more time. We got Leo, Cancer, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and we got Leo again. Oh, Libra and Scorpio. So it could be these signs, could be their sign, moon, rising, whatever. All right. So pile 2, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile 3. So, pile 3. Who is intentionally trying to block your blessings? Okay, someone who's independent. They're focusing on their own street. Well, they may be focusing on what you got going on, for sure. Maybe you're being recognized or noticed. People are respecting you. People want to work with you. People want to create an alliance with you. This could be a Cancer. This could be a Scorpio. This could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, and so that's what I got. These are the signs. Doesn't have to be, could be. All right, but this is a person who they're already going after their passions. They're going already after the things that they truly desire. Now, this is a person who focuses. At first, I was saying that they focus on other people's wrongdoings, but this is a person who focuses strictly on what matters to them. They focus strictly on their responsibilities. They only worry about their side of the road, their side of the street. So they only worry about what part they play. But this person could be like a mentor, or because they're a mentor and maybe the same passion or the same hobby or the same career that you want to get into. You know, they have a lot of ambition, a lot of drive. This is a person who ignites a lot of people, but what they're currently doing is going after whatever they're passionate about. They're out there doing it. All right. Now this person doesn't they don't really like to express themselves clearly. They don't use their voice in the most positive way in terms of like communicating their truth. It's more like because disillusion is about being able to see through, you know, facades. So this is a person who can see through facades, but they may not necessarily always speak it out or communicate it. All right. Now this is a person who may be dealing with some type of shadow aspect in terms of like emotions. Maybe they deal with some type of taboo in emotions or whatever. I'm feeling like they're more empowered in their shadow side. They're more empowered in the negative attributes, you know, or in this self-empowerment. Like they have a large energy of being very self-empowered. All right. They are awakened, so they're very spiritual. The person is very spiritual. They could be a singer. They could be like a janitor, you know, or a magician. Definitely somebody spiritual. But I get like a singer, a rapper, somebody who uses their voice. You know what I mean? There's somebody who uses their voice, but they use it in a way to tempt people. You use it in a way to gain power. You know what I mean? To empower themselves or to break other people down emotionally. That's what I'm getting. This is a person who uses their power to break people down emotionally, destruct people. This is also a person who fetishizes things. You know, they have like this shadow side. So they're very outgoing in the public, but they have like a deeper hidden aspect emotionally. So they may be very emotionally manipulative. You know what I mean? They use feelings and emotions to take advantage of people. Okay. Now this is a person who's trying to stop you from getting into new partnerships with people who, you know, or being recognized for your value. They don't want you to be recognized for your value. They don't want you to invite new people into your world because we have Descendant. Descendant is about inviting new people into your world and sharing like the same beliefs or sharing the same ideology with them. You know what I mean? Where new people who are coming in are going to share the same ideology with you. And we have Conjunction here. This is your blessing, along with Homesick. So they don't want you to find like-minded people. They don't want you to be around people who will see your value, people who will work with you and help you move forward in life, help you ascend. You know, these are people, they don't want you to find just like-minded people. So they says homesick for the stars. So it's just finding people who are like your soul family. They don't want you to find just people who get you. You know what I mean? And this is a person that you may have had an emotional discrepancy with, where there's a lot of intensity. There's a lot of things are coming up. A lot of things are being mentioned. A lot of emotional things are being mentioned. And so this is a person who is still trying to like pull the wool over your eyes. They still want you to be emotionally deluded and not really seeing the truth of things. This could be someone who's messy, or this could be someone who's very clean. It's one of the two. Either they're very messy or they have like OCD where they really, really need to clean. All right, because with the Queen of Coins, this is a person who could be very selfish, and I think of her as a person who needs to clean her house or needs to like focus on practical matters and you know, healing. You know what I mean? This could also be like a nurse. When I see the Queen of Coins, it could be like a nurse because she's a healing, nurturing type of person, you know, in a practical matter. But this is a person who doesn't know what to do. They're very, very upset. So they're boiling over is what it says. They're boiling over. And what they're attempting to do is have you all in your head. They're trying to, because the seven of cups, they're trying to delusion you still. They're trying to keep you in like, you know, so I get like, you know how people give you advice and they give you multiple ways of like, so say you have an idea about how you want to do something and you start moving towards it. And if I'm somebody who's already been successful or I'm already good at what you're trying to do, I'm gonna come along and I'm gonna give you a lot of other options, a lot of ideas, and I'm not really gonna tell you which path to take. I'm just gonna kind of put them all out there like, hey, you could do this, 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 and this, and this, and then just kind of leave them there for you to kind of sort your way through without really helping you walk through. I'm already at a higher level and I already have more information, and I could be a mentor to you. But instead of helping you through, I'm just going to kind of allow you to just kind of like figure it out. And I'm going to put, it's almost like a blockage. I'm going to put this blockage in the way, you know what I mean, for you to kind of get like delayed or slowed down. You know what I mean? Look at these other options. Look at all these opportunities here. Yeah, some of them are good, some of them are bad, but you could sort it out. You could figure it out. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. Like kind of like they'll put harder work on you, or they'll put obstacles in your way, but won't really give you the training to move through. So this is a mentor or someone who has more information than you, but is not trying to make it easy on you. They just want to, you know, you may have had an emotional connection with them. This could have been like, this could have even been like a sneaky link, you know what I mean? Or like someone like that, like, you know what I mean? Maybe you slept with your boss or something, or you slept with someone of higher authority, or you know what I mean? Or someone who was a business owner and you were trying to be a business owner, or someone who's a singer and you're trying to be a singer, or, you know what I mean? Someone who was in the same realm as you, doing the same career, or the same, they're striving. They don't have to be doing the same exact, but they're in, like, if you're in entertainment, they're in entertainment. You know, if you're in life coaches, they're in speech coaching or something. If you're in gymnastics, then maybe they're in ballet, or, you know, something like that. You know what I mean? They're doing something like that. You know, they're just trying to stop you from finding people who will respect you and value you in the same way. You know, they don't want you to have, it's almost like pile two, where they didn't want them to have a community. This one is like, they don't want you to bond or to connect with people who have the same desire and passion and who are going after the same things that you are going after. They don't want you to connect with other people who will see your value or respect you for the same values that you respect in other people. So it's like, if you respect honesty and integrity, they don't want you to find other people who have honesty and integrity. They don't want you to connect with these people. They want you to kind of like do this isolated on your own. They want to kind of keep you away, where you have to focus on just doing it for yourself. They want you to really work and really have to put effort in. You know, with the Seven of Swords, they want you to overanalyze the situation. They're trying to throw like mental daggers. They want you to be confused, dazed. You know what I mean? They want you to more so focused on like the money aspect. Like they want you to stay to yourself, because the Queen of Coins is about focusing on herself. She doesn't really get with other people. And then they want you to think that if you walk away from them, that this would be a loss to you, that you'll recognize that you'll only experience heartbreak and disappointment. You know, so there's a person who's just emotionally trying to manipulate you and make you feel like, and get you in your head. They want you to get in your head. They still want you to be disillusioned. They're trying to keep that there. You know what I mean? They want you to feel like there's like it's not safe out there. They want you to feel like you can't meet people. Like people are sneaky. They're lying. You don't want to trust people. You got to watch your back. They want you to feel like that. This is like the person that they don't want you to go out and like explore and meet new people. They don't want, that's the biggest thing. They don't want you to connect with people who are like-minded like you. They don't want you to find your tribe. They don't want you to create a tribe. They don't want you to find your tribe. They don't want you to find people. So if you're a singer, they don't want you to find other singers or producers. They don't want you to find other, they don't want you to find fans who would like your music. They don't want that. They want you to kind of stay in this disillusioned area where you're not quite sure if things are going to work out, or if you're making the right choice or the right decision. They want you just to be stuck in this over analytical stage or phase in your life, and they want you to kind of like feel like you need to protect yourself and guard yourself at all times. And with this Five of Swords in reverse, this is that energy of a peaceful resolution, but it's also wondering like, was this a victory when I left? You know what I mean? By me leaving. And that's what they want you to feel like. They want you to doubt yourself if you were to leave them. They want you to feel like you made a bad decision or a bad choice if you decide to leave. And they want you to be hurt about it and disappointed. This is what they're hoping for. They're trying to break your heart. They're trying to disappoint you, so that way you don't leave from them and stay up maybe under their realm or under their ranking. You know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I mean? But this is a person who's very harmonious. They do have the ability to restore you, but they just feel like they're broken. You know what I mean? And they feel like they don't quite know what to do in terms of like bringing in more people or bringing in people who are like-minded. So they're trying to keep you from figuring it out for yourself. You know what I mean? So this, like I said, this could be a person who had a personal issue with, emotional turmoil with, or this could be a person that like, is like a boss who maybe you just had like a sneaky link with, or like somebody who's like in a higher authority. And they don't have to be a higher authority. It could just be somebody who you see as important enough to put on your best face. You know what I mean? And that could be that. But anyway, they're recognizing that so you're a person who recognizes that every moment is a new opportunity, and you're allowing yourself to feel now. And you're becoming like illuminated. So maybe you're getting a lot of traction, or you're being noticed, you're being recognized, and they were trying to stop you from that. That's what they want. They want to stop you from that. You know what I mean? You're coming into harmony and balance again, and you're awakening. And they were just trying to stop you from that. With this disillusion twice, with the Seven of Cups and this disillusion here, they were emotionally using your feelings and your emotions against you in a way to cloud your judgment. You know, that's what they were just trying to do. They were trying to cloud your judgment with emotional manipulation, maybe even sex, because taboo can sometimes be sex. You know what I mean? Lilith represents the repressed side of sexuality. So it could be something like that. This could be a person who's repressed, you know, maybe even held sex back from you or something like that. I'm just throwing that out there now. You know, they could be holding, either they could be holding like feelings, emotions away from you, or they could be holding sex from you, withholding sex from you, or withholding and like the energy of independence. So like if this was a business, they were trying to withhold the ability for you to be independent. They were trying to stop that, because that's what Lilith really represents: independence, your personal power. You know, the hidden aspects of you that you really want to take charge and liberate, but you're afraid to. You know what I mean? Because of judgment, or because of, you know, like basically like being scrutinized. You know, and so this could be that type of person here. All right. But it's saying that you're giving yourself space to decompress. Take time out to nurture your body. So you could be taking care of your health. You're relaxing. You're going with the flow now, because it's with this root chakra. This is about being grounded, being aware of yourself. You know what I mean? And so you're picking up a level of awareness, which would definitely break up that Seven of Cups energy and this illusionment energy in terms of emotional imbalance. You know, by being grounded within yourself, you're able to recognize when people are manipulating you, because you're comfortable where you are. You're grounded. You're paying attention to the details. You're paying attention to how you feel and what your needs are. And that makes it easier to stay in situations or to walk away when you recognize whether your needs are being met. So if I'm at a job, is it able to pay my bills? Do I feel safe at this company? You know, if I'm working a career, if I'm working, you know, in a relationship, do I feel safe in this relationship? Am I cared for? Are my needs being met? Am I emotionally, you know, safe and sound? You know, am I sexually satisfied? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Are my practical matters met? You know, if I'm in a friendship, do I feel safe? Do they care for me? Do you know, can I trust them around my house, around my kids? You know what I mean? These things, you recognize your needs by being grounded within yourself. And so here, this is about personal power, because it's your solar plexus, and this is about being receptive and processing past changes and griefs. You know what I mean? So here you're being very receptive, very free-flowing, very confident in who you are, because the solar plexus with the root chakra is like a confidence in who I am and no need to change. So you're moving through this, and this is what's bringing in new people. And they're just trying to illuminate that, because new people are coming in wanting to work with you, collab with you, and they're just hoping that they can stop you emotionally, and that they can have you in your head enough that you don't, you know, keep going or keep expanding. You know what I mean? So that's that. So pile 3, that was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house. Boom. Pile 4. So, pile 4. Who is intentionally trying to block your blessings? Oh, somebody who's ungrateful. Somebody who's going through a hard time and they're trying to find groundedness. This could be someone you're in a commitment with, or somebody who's in a commitment, somebody who's married. We have Leo. We have Leo. We have Libra. We have Taurus. We have Pallas. What was Pallas? Who was that for? What was that? I think that had to do with Cancer and Virgo. No, I think that was Ceres. I don't remember what the placements were that Pallas was represented for, so I'm going to leave that alone. But it could be a Pisces, could be a Capricorn, could be a Sagittarius, could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, could be a Leo. All right, but these people or this person, they're very ungrateful. They could be dealing with addictions. They're dealing with they're kind of going through emotional transformations. All right, like they're seeing the hidden side of themselves now. They're trying to find a grounded perspective. All right, now this is a person who you may have not been able to really, because the moon for me, the darkness, I kind of feel like you know, it's the moon in the tarot, but this isn't the moon in the tarot. This is an oracle, which has a different meaning. But today, it feels like the moon in the tarot, where you really don't quite know them. You don't really get their intentions. You know, they give an energy of being a bit grounded. This could be someone who studies astrology or who's into astrology. They give this energy of being a bit grounded, you know, of being very mysterious. But this is a person who's ungrateful for what it is that they have. All right, now, they're very easy to get along with. They're very jubilant. They're very exciting. You know, just a fair, balanced person, This could be someone who you just started a relationship with, if that's the case, you know what I mean? Or this could be someone who's starting new relationships. I'm getting the energy of like they want it to be fair and give. It's an equal giving type of person, very attractive type of person, because we got all 4 of my signs of attractiveness except for Scorpio. But we got all the good, so they're not, maybe there's not like a lot of sexual attraction here, but there's a lot of physical attraction here. You know what I mean? They're very confident. Now, there's a person who is like trusting in life, they're trusting in spirit, so they're like a free-flowing type of person. But they do come off as they're very like free-flowing, but they're sometimes kind of guarded as well. You know what I mean? Maybe they misjudge people, or they have bad judgment when it comes to people. You know what I mean? Because they're in commitment. And this may be someone who you was in a commitment with, or you weren't quite sure if you were in a commitment. Because life is a mystery. Right next to commitment is like not sure if I was in a commitment, or not sure if you were in a commitment. Or, because with the darkness and the moon here, and it's right next to the 7th house, it's still like that energy of like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not quite clear what we're doing. So maybe you were like in a sneaky link with these people or with this person, and it's not quite sure what you were doing. You know what I mean? And it's a person who talks very well. They're very, very good at communicating. This is a person who maybe comes off like other people are not listening to me, or they're not valuing me. You know what I mean? There's something like that. You know what I mean? This could be guys, girls, whoever. You know what I mean? But they're really trying to keep you on guard. They're trying to put you in at the 9 of Wands in reverse and judgment, which is not able to make a decision, not really able to process what you're feeling. You know what I mean? With this Knight of Pentacles, this is slowing you down. And we have the Devil energy here. This is just an intent to slow you down, because you got prosperity lies ahead. All right. And so the blessings that are coming for you is this Peleus, right? Peleus Athena, and the Earth pulsing. And so for me, this looks like abundance, right? This looks like peace. This looks like comfort. You know what I mean? This is also about like coming into your senses. You know what I mean? And so with life is a mystery, I would think of like following your instincts, like, knowing where to go, knowing what to do. And with Peleus, this is about beating people at their own game. Peleus was the Greek mythology was, she was a very smart woman. They let her into, they let her into the Senate. You know what I mean? Or maybe with the gods or whatever. Anyway, whatever the case was, she was able to hang with the boys. All right. So mentally, she was very astute, and she had the feminine attribute of being very emotional, and understanding emotional intelligence. So she was the person who would beat most of the men at their own game. You know what I mean? So she could beat them in mastery with mental, and then she could also beat them with emotional intelligence. She could understand where they were, and so this is also about respecting the femininity. So maybe they don't want you to be empowered in your femininity. And just even if you're a male, you know what I mean? Maybe you cook, maybe you clean, maybe you, whatever you do that's maybe feminine, I don't know. I can't really think of too many things right now, but it's about feminine energy and being respected as well as the masculine energy, being respected in the same level of the masculine energy, and so what they don't want you to do is think. They don't want you to have time alone to really sit and ponder and think. They kind of want to rush your hand, but I get like so it's like they're offering you something, but like pulling it back. They offer you something, but like pull it back. You know what I mean? So they're like trying to keep you in this devil energy. You know what I mean? They're trying to keep you from detaching. So it's like they want you to do this slowly. They don't want you to just like rip the Band-Aid off. They want you to slowly let this go. They don't want you to really make a judgment. They just kind of want you to leave this up in the air. That's the whole intent with this. That's what they're trying to do. So this is a person who maybe kind of like said that they wanted to ground a relationship, or they want to ground commitment, but it still feels like you don't know if you guys are in a commitment. You know what I mean? Because I have marriage, and I have milk and honey, which is like not being appreciative of the relationships or the partnerships that you have. You know what I mean? And like not committing as well. And then with this darkness next to it, it's like not wanting to commit, or not valuing what you have, and not really seeing clearly what's in front of you, but yet trying to seek some type of grounded approach with the relationship, because we got commitment in terms of like emotional. So like emotionally, they're trying to set some line of like commitment with you, but it's still a mystery. It's still up in the air. You have to trust in your own intuition, or you have to trust in your own instincts about where this is going. And what they don't want you to do is pick up emotional cues, or pick up emotional intelligence and beat them at their own game. So Palace is about beating them at their own game. So these people don't want to lose, or this person doesn't want to lose, because they feel like prosperity is lying ahead. Now, this is a person or people who are prosperous as it is. They could be in a marriage, they could already be in relationships, or they could be like running a business, and they're just not very, they could be also taking care of their health, taking care of their, because I see the sun energy here. This is about pride. This is about health, yang energy. So they could be very egoic, because for sure they're in their ego. You know what I mean? But these people could have like options. They could have partners. They could have things going on. And maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they're trying to seek a grounded perspective in terms of like relationships, because it's like they want to start a new relationship with you, but it's still kind of up in the air. And what they're not trying to do is get beat by you. They don't want you to recognize that you are in like basically a catch. That's what it is. They don't want you to recognize that you're a catch. They kind of want you to still just kind of be like in the air, trying to figure things out, trying to put one and one together. You know what I mean? There's like that darkness here. They don't want you to be very clear about what's going on, and they don't want to get beat at their own game. All right, that's really it. Like they want to start something new with you. They want to have a relationship with you. They want to have commitment with you. They're just not quite sure about how to ground it. So instead, they're just kind of like letting it just kind of like float and just be all over, pretty much. You know what I mean? They're just hoping that you don't find this peace and make a judgment on them. You know, they kind of want you to be like on guard or like stalemated from making a judgment. You know what I mean? They don't want you to have the right information, because I've read something about the judgment card one time. And I think it was about the clouds, and how the clouds represent higher learning, higher information, and that judgment was about forgiveness, and that the clouds up here, the clouds up here represented higher learning or higher information, seeing things from a higher perspective. That way you can forgive. You know what I mean? Because it's like understanding the human plight of life, and that we're all on a journey together. And so this is the type of person or people who they have higher information, higher knowledge, but they don't want you to basically use this information that you have to get what it is that you really want. You know, they kind of want to delay you. And this was almost like Power One. It says you got a good thing going, don't ruin it. You're winning. So you're winning. You're doing great things right now. You're doing great things right now. This person is just unappreciative of where they are and what they have going on. You know, they just having issues relating. That's really it, like relating. It's more of their ego, more of their pride. They're really tripping. You know, they're going through a reset. You know, so this is a person who feels like other people don't listen to them, you know, or that other people aren't acknowledging them, or other people don't value them, you know. And with Peleus here, that's what your gift is. That's what blessings are coming in, and they're trying to stop, is this energy of recognizing that you are a force to be reckoned with. I mean, a force to be reckoned with. You know what I mean? That you are the catch, pretty much. You know what I mean? That other people have to value you. Now, it's really about valuing the femininity, you know what I mean? But this is just still, even if you're a masculine and you have feminine energy, this is still a reward. This is still a blessing that they're trying to stop you from having, because this would add the other portion of who you are. This adds wholeness to you. So if you're already a masculine and now you tap into your feminine energy, this adds in the two parts of yourself coming together. This is harmony. This is wholeness. So they're just trying to stop you from becoming whole. You know what I mean? And if you're a woman, they're just trying to stop you from tapping into your divine femininity. Because this card also represents divine feminine. You know, the darkness, the dark aspect of the divine feminine, though. And so this could be someone who's like, if they're like a friend, you know, they're still trying to create a partnership, a friendship, or type of commitment, but you don't quite know where your boundaries are, or quite know like what their true intentions are. And they're just trying to keep you in that way, you know, so that way maybe because they can move past you or move forward. You know, because it's like being a friend, but yet trying to move past you and move forward, or trying to advance before you. You know what I mean? It's that type of energy. Like they don't want you to reach milk and honey before they do. You know what I mean? That's all. They just don't want you to have this level of success. But the thing is, it's really funny, is they already have success. So they don't want you to get to this level of success. They have a success that they're just not appreciative of. So that's that. You know, they feel like people aren't listening to them, that people don't hear them, you know. This is a person who may be even dealing with like body issues or sick, you know what I mean? But you're a person who feels like your voice is heard, you know, because this is throat chakra. And that's what they're having issues with. Throat chakra and their third eye, which is having to do with their clarity and their, you know, their intuition. You know, so they're having troubles trusting in their intuition. They're more in their ego, you know what I mean? And they're trying to keep you stuck and stagnant and stalemated from being able to basically make a clear judgment about them, and recognizing that you have power here, and recognizing that you are the catch, and that your good life, or your good luck, and your abundance and prosperity is right there around the corner. And they don't want you to recognize that, because they already are in theirs, but they're not appreciative of it. So there's that. So let's go over the signs one more time. We got Libra, we got Leo, we got Taurus, we got Capricorn, and we have Sagittarius, and we have Pisces. Okay. Oh, we could have Cancer here too, because the moon, we'll just say the moon is Cancer. All right. But it says, it is time to embrace a new way of being, one filled with health and the freedom to create a new reality. So yeah, this person could be working out, or you could be working out. Whatever the case is, they're trying to delay you, trying to slow you down, stagnate, make you doubt your own judgments. You know what I mean? And they want you, that's only because you have this level of being very mentally astute, very emotionally evolved, and understanding a lot, maybe even understanding the earth, or understanding the movement of things. Because earth pulsing kind of reminds me of like tectonic plates and the movement of earth, and understanding like the underlying currents that are happening underneath you. And that's you. That's you. That's the blessings that they're trying to stop you from getting. The understanding, emotional intelligence, and understanding the underlying currents of situations, so they're trying to keep you kind of, stuck and stagnant, and giving you this vague energy of not really knowing things and not really being clear with their intentions, yet giving you a feeling of wanting to ground this situation. Let's ground this. Let's make this into something, and then nothing happens. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to keep you in that pattern, that cycle, okay? So, pile 4. That was your reading. Thanks for watching. This your boy Noonie, and it's Leo in the 3rd house.